All right. Welcome to Sideboard MTG, and it's time for the return of Let's Play Jank. And I've got a fun little deck that I put together along with one of our fans, Jensen Jorgensen. He come up with the original idea, and we toned and played with the deck. And it was a long time ago when we played with this, and so some of you guys may remember some of the interactions here. But it's been a while, and the deck was always a big, uh, it pulled at my heartstrings. I really wanted to play it again, so figured we would just have a little bit of fun tonight, play something that may or may not happen, and if it does, then we'll have a lot of fun with it. So I hope you guys do like Abzan Aggro, or Abzan combo, Winding Constrictor combo, Ether Geode Miner combo, whatever you want to call it, Abzan modules, if you will. Either way, we've got a cool little deck for you. I've just picked up the cards from manatraders so that we can play our deck, and we're gonna have some fun with it. Let's go ahead and update that. And then, so we should have everything we need here. If you guys want to rent cards from manatraders, you can do that with the coupon code in the description box below. There's a link down there to manatraders. It's a rental service so that you can play every deck in standard. It's or modern. Like maybe you want to play the KCI deck that Matt Nash has been just dominating with. You can play that with manatraders. Maybe you don't want to go purchase all of those cards to be able to just play any deck. manatraders has got you covered. Best card pool on the planet. Anyway, we're gonna talk about this crazy little energy deck. So the idea here is to use decoction module and fabrication module to kind of over benefit or just get super value out of cards like Winding Constrictor, Glint Sleeve Siphoner. Like, these are already really good cards. And when you have a Glint Sleeve Siphoner down on 2 and you follow that up with a Winding Constrictor, it attacks and you get 2 energy for it. Well, you could also follow it up with a Fabrication module on 3. It attacks, you get a +1/+1 counter on it when it gets its energy. So a lot of really cool interactions there. One of the coolest interactions, if you will, is the one with Ether Geode Miner. If you have Decoction Module and a Winding Constrictor down, you're infinite on the blinks. So if you have something like a Fabrication Module, you also go infinite on the +1/+1 counters. So swing in with a Glint Sleeve Siphoner. I mean, it's got some good opportunities to just win on turn 5. Also, we're putting out a lot of really small creatures, and that is kind of one of the worries with something like a Goblin Chainwhirler. But hopefully, our Fabrication module will help push us through those Chainwhirler matchups. We do have some slightly larger bodies that we can use against Chainwhirlers, such as our Architect of the Untamed. Now, this is not actually going to block a Chainwhirler or something, but it doesn't die when Chainwhirler comes into the battlefield. And if we have some surplus energy, and it's more than likely that we will, we can use that surplus energy to create 6/6 beast tokens. Now, they are artifacts, so that is an issue there with a braid. But we've also got cards like Bristling Hydra that we can pretty much just make as mean as we need to, and then cards like Aether Storm Rock are just extra combo pieces, but yet they're also flyers. So if we need to stack those +1/+1 counters on something in the air, we can. Then of course, since we have infinite +1/+1 counters, maybe we don't want to attack at all. Sometimes maybe the idea will be just to put +1/+1 counters on our Walking Ballista and shoot the enemy. So, or shoot the enemy, kill our opponents. So that's, for better or worse, the main board. We do have some removal here in Fatal Push, Die Young. Die Young might be one that you guys aren't really used to using, but I wanted to leave the Die Young here because with Die Young, we get to answer Hazard. Yes, it's like the black Harness Lightning. Not quite as good as Harness Lightning. We're only going to get 2 energy, but again, that 2 energy could trigger our Fabrication module, which then would give us a little extra power, and we're removing something from the battlefield, hopefully. So some good interaction there. We've got Shaper's Sanctuary, because a lot of our creatures, they're going to be having, they're going to be targeted for removal. The opponent is going to have to remove our creatures, and some of them can protect themselves, but most of the time we at least want to get extra copies and stuff. We don't run a full 4 fabrication modules, because that's the one you really don't want to see multiples of in your opening hand, especially against a fast deck. It's just kind of a dead card if you don't have something triggering it. So we do want to see the decoction module, and if we can play lines like decoction module and hold up a fatal push or something on 3, that opens us up to really good interactions on 4, assuming that we do hit our land drops. Now, I'm only running 24 lands in the deck, and honestly, I could probably spend a lot more time tuning the lands, but we're going to go with what we've got here. And I mean, I have spent some time tuning it, but I think if I put much more time into the deck, I think that we're at the point now where it's fine-tuning the mana base. And unfortunately, I just haven't had the time to really tune that mana base the way I want it to be. So sometimes I'm not getting my Fatal Push mana when I want it, but for the most part, the mana base has been pretty sweet. Now, I know a lot of you guys have been looking at this Watley going, hey, there is a Watley there. What's up with that? I've got to get chat up. One moment, guys. Let me see if I can do it. No, we don't want to do that. We want this. There we go. Let's see if we can get chat up like this. Can you guys still see? Did I shave my mustache? Why only half face? What? Hold on. I've got to do it's the camera. It's the new camera angle. My bad. Is it better? We better now? Now it's crooked. You see, you got infinite Erics right now. There we go. Is that better, guys? Can we see now? What? No, restart. My computer's trying to restart. New computers. Oh. Okay. Anyway, let's look at the sideboard here. In the sideboard, we've got Authority of the Consuls, 3 copies of Duress, Crook of Condemnation, 2 Aethersphere Harvesters. I mean, putting it, +1/+1 counters and stuff like that, much better on something that has lifelink. Now, you could use a number of different cards. At one point, I was playing around with the Black Cartouche, being able to, give one of our already large creatures a, the ability to have lifelink is pretty good. So, no more Wilson. Okay. Also, we've got another Lifecrafter's Bestiary, because sometimes you just need to keep drawing cards. Now, I'm not 100% on the Lifecrafter's Bestiary, as we are at what I consider to be the bar minimum to run Lifecrafter's Bestiary. So when I look at a card like Lifecrafters, I think, okay, so we're going to get to scry 1 at the beginning of our upkeep, which, of course, we're probably looking for a creature. And then we get to draw a card, which is, that's 2 cards we've seen. And then if we play that creature, we get to draw an additional card off of that creature. So it lets you see 3 cards per turn, and you need at least one of them to be a creature. Now, the math doesn't work out completely like that, but if 20 out of your 60 cards are creatures, that's 1 out of every 3 is a creature. So hopefully with that math, you get 1 out of every 3 cards that you see with your Lifecrafter's Bestiary to be another creature, so that you can continue to benefit from your Lifecrafter's Bestiary. Now, of course, every time that you get multiple creatures in that 3, you're going to, cruise right on through that. And infinite combo for infinite for infinite Erics. Of course, if you get additional creatures, you're going to get more cards. If you get if you get hosed on it, then that's going to happen. So anyway, that's my thoughts on Lifecrafter's Bestiary. If you can put more than 20 cards in a deck running Lifecrafters, then you're going to benefit from it more. You're just going to get that extra little percentage each time on your consistency. and every percent on consistency really matters. So think about that if you do put life crafters in your decks. Have at least 20 creatures. Now here's a fun card, Consulate Surveillance. Now this is 1 white and 3 colorless. When Consulate Surveillance enters the battlefield, you get 4 energy. Okay, now this is an enchantment. You can pay 2 energy to prevent all damage that would be dealt to you this turn by a source of your choice. So we can stop Hazard from dealing damage to us. We can do quite a few different things with this card. We can even stop something like a Carnage Tyrant. Because we're not having to target it, we're choosing the source. So the source will be Carnage Tyrant, and it will not be able to do damage to us. So we do have a couple of answers, and this is pretty much the only one. The other option is to get larger, and it may seem strange with our 1 toughness creatures, but that can happen. Now we've also got Shala, Voice of Plenty here. Now this is another way that we can get large. We can protect our creatures, and anything with a lot of targeted removal, we're also going to be bringing in the Shala. Now I know a lot of you guys were like, where is the Vraska's Contempt? And I really wanted to have the Vraska's Contempt in the deck. Just wasn't able to do it with the black mana. Again, if we tune the land base just a little bit more, we might be able to squeeze out Vraska's Contempt on a regular. However, I just didn't feel that I was making it. And then I'm going to point to a 3 black card. Now, this is for much later in the game. I do not expect to hit this on curve. And this is kind of more of a cute card in the deck, and if I was going to cut any card in the sideboard whatsoever, it would more than likely be Demon of Dark Schemes. Now, personally, I would prefer to have something here in this slot that had trample or at least flying. The other option was Verdurous Gearhulk, just to have one in the sideboard. That is a trample creature, so we can make it infinitely large, and then, or arbitrarily large, and swing with that trample, and that should, seal the deal. So yeah, that is a option here. Like, if you don't like the Demon of Dark Schemes, you don't have to run it. I don't expect to be able to hit it very easily as far as the 3 black mana goes, but with Aether Hub we can, sometimes do that. Hopefully by the time we're in turn 6, we can get there with the Aether Hub energy and such. But I'm not 100% on guaranteeing that I could get 2 on 4, so no Vraska's Contempt. We're going with the Hour of Glory because you have to deal with Hazard. Alright guys, that's the deck. We're going to jump into a few games here and see how it plays. Hopefully it matches up well. We're just gonna go in the queues here. And hopefully we'll do well with this deck. Now, of course, most of the people we run into are not going to have a clue at how we're attacking them. Another option that I just remembered was I had taken the Settles out. You guys might want to put Settle or Dusk Till Dawn in the deck. Dusk Till Dawn will get you back most things, but won't get you back your Aether Geode Miners. So, come on. All right, let me get this up where I can see it. I've got to watch my own advertising. How about that? One monitor, so it's a little bit troublesome to see. Nope, that won't work. Can't put it in front of the camera, right? Nope, can't. Alright, so I'll just put this. Come on. Let me get chat where I can see it here, guys. Nope. Wow. We have taken such a step back, right? Let's get rid of the white chat. Let's... see if that works. It should be lined up fairly close, and I've got chat there. So we've won the dice roll, so we get to play first. Not like the greatest hand in the world. Love to have a green source here, but not the worst hand in the world either. I am going to keep it. Glint Sleeve Siphoner into a fabrication module seems really sweet. So I'm just going to play my swamp and pass the turn. Already winning, right? That's right. Oh no. Mono blue. So he's going to be trying to stop us at all costs here. Siren, Storm Tamer. I'll kill that. Just for mana efficiency, really. Gonna play the glint nest or the glint sleeve siphoner. I kind of feel it might be fairly safe against blue aggro, but this could be pirates, it could be blue black, mono blue flyers, wizards. Oh no. Hope of Gyre Pier. Come on, land. Come on, land. There is a land, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to play our fabrication module here. He's going to read it. Does he have an unsummon? We'll attack. We'll get an energy from our glint sleeve siphoner. We'll get a +1/1 counter from our fabrication module. And now glint sleeves at 3/2, boys. We're getting there. Tempest Gin. We ain't scared. We ain't scared. Wouldn't mind having another land, but, you know, that's fine. We are going to draw cards. See if we can... Ooh, look at that. Isn't that sweet? Unfortunately, we didn't get the land. I mean, alright, so here's my options, right? Let's look at this, all right, because we've got a line that they both kind of head in the same direction, but one leaves us with a little bit more capability. Like, all right, so glint sleeve siphoner. If we play the second glint sleeve, we'll have 2 energy by the end of this turn. We'll also have 2 1/1 counters on our current glint sleeve siphoner. Now, if we play Winding Constrictor, we will get the same effect because we'll get 2 energy from the trigger and we're going to get 2 counters. However, if we play the glint sleeve siphoner, it allows us to leave open our fatal push, which could be beneficial come next turn. So I think that I'm going to try to leave open the fatal push. So I'm going to go glint sleeve siphoner. We're going to gain our energy. I'm going to put all the energy right. I'm going to put everything here on the one that's attacking. He can't block anyway. And then we're going to attack. Now, glint sleeve at this point, boys, is getting out of control. All right, like getting out of control. I mean, this is a 5/4 glint sleeve siphoner, right? Yes, we're in game 1. Pocket Dial says, longtime fan, first live stream you've had off work to watch. Well, awesome, dude. I'm glad you could be here. Now, next turn, Winding Constrictor is going to be extremely important. Okay, well, I mean, he's going to get to draw some cards. He's got a 5/5. But Winding Constrictor is going to give us double counters, and that's going to be brutal for him here. I mean, we are definitely winning the race as of right now, but who knows what he's going to have available for us. First time watching live, great videos. Thanks, man. I really do appreciate that, guys. Alright, so we're going to draw an extra card. Come on, land. Green source. Nope. Okay, a black source is not bad. That means we get to leave up the fatal push here. So we can go right. Oh, man, doesn't it look great? So let's just get our Winding Constrictor out. Now, we do have the... Ooh, look out, it's Dispersal. Pay 4 for lookouts? No, we're not going to be doing that. Now, I could just run out the walking ballista, put a bunch of counters on the ballista, and I think that's the play. So we're going to go ahead and move into combat, swing with both of these. I do think that, right, just sit back and enjoy some jank. So we'll go ahead and get our energy. First fabrication module trigger. I think we go walking ballista. I think we just put them all on walking ballista here. Second fabrication module trigger. Do we want to just hit him for one here, or do we just keep putting them on walking ballista? I mean, he's going to be at 7. I think if we put it here, that's going to be 8 points of damage. He'll have 4 left. I actually think it's better to put it here. So I'm gonna spread it out a little bit. We're gonna give a little love to glint sleeve siphoner. We've got him at 4, and of course we do have the option to just pay 4 mana, tap this, get energy, right? So there are hidden options on these. So Curious Obsession. He needs to draw some more cards. He's in it to win it right here. He does have to stop like what's on board. I mean, he is drawing a bunch of cards. And he scoops it up. All right. Yeah. So we got to see that cool glint sleeve siphoner into fabrication module line I was talking about. So maybe we'll get the option to see a couple more. I am going to go ahead and remove Shaper Sanctuary. I don't think he's going to be doing a lot of targeting. Second, I kind of think Duress is going to be really good here, but he's kind of the mid-range deck. So I'm not going to go with the Duress. I am going to bring in our Consulate Surveillance. I mean, if he's got these really big gens, then we may need to stop those. I'm also going to be bringing in Aether Sphere Harvester, as I'm worried about Essence Scatter here. Now, Hydra is not going to make the cut this time around. I'm going to bring in a couple more flyers, and I think that's just kind of where we need to be, you know, is with the flyers. So I'm going to take out a Die Young. I don't think that he's got anything that's indestructible or anything like that. So bringing in the flyers. The only other card that I would consider would be the Gen. I mean, we got to see you know, some small pirates. He's got the pirate counter, things like that. So like it would be viable to maybe you know, bring in the Demon of Dark Schemes, but I don't think that I'm going to go that route. I think Shala is going to be enough. Hopefully Shala is going to be. Am I going to have to move this every single time? Okay, so we've got our decoction module, and we've got our infinite combo. All right, so we have infinite right here, but no black source. The mana base is kind of really wonky. Let's go for the infinite combo, right? Let's try infinite. Ooh, it just got like so much better. Like now it's just easily infinite. We just have to worry about not dying. Like we just gotta not die. Oh, come on, land. We do need land though. That is a must. Curious Obsession. These pirates. Come on, land. Swamp. Swamp off the top would be so sweet. He got his third land. Am I going to get mine? Aether Hub. Alright, so we're not going to get lucky enough to... Yeah, so we're just going to go for the decoction module here. mean, our modules are kind of must counters, but this is not the one that he seen last turn that was just devastating for him. So he may not think too much into this one. We'll see, though. I expect that he's just going to try to put as much pressure towards us as possible. That's not bad. Unfortunately, it doesn't do exactly what we want it to do, but I think I'm just going to go decoction module here, and I want to just push this thing. I really do. Let's go for it. I'm sure it gets countered, but we've got to do something here. Now, we'll get our black mana back as soon as we play any... nope, not paying for it. Okay. This may come down to one big swing. So yeah, I'll just play Aether Geode Miner. We'll get black mana. Just getting stuck on land has been really hard for us here. Feels bad. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to hurt. We've got a couple turns left, though. All right. He had another. That's pretty bad for us right there. Dying to a Marauder. He doesn't even have to play anything else. There's a Tempest Gen. I'll go ahead and scoop it up. Yep, you got me, buddy. You got me. Okay. He doesn't have targeted removal. I think we're sideboarded correctly. I think we just didn't hit the mana we needed. All right. So let's see how this turns out. That pirate beat me. Yes. It did. It did. Duress against the counters. I'm more worried about being able to kill the Marauder and things like that. And I don't think that I can afford to remove the fatal pushes in the matchup, so no duress. As much as I want to, I think I just have to play through the counters and pray he doesn't have ridiculously awesome hands like he did. Now, this is not bad. Again, this doesn't look very bad. Again, black mana would be nice, so that's not terrific. I guess we just go forest here. Another fabrication module. Okay. I think I do want to Aether Geode just to get him down. I expect the opponent wants to put a flyer down here very soon. That's not horrible. I am going to go ahead and try to get this fabrication module down, considering we do have an energy trigger this turn. Not exactly what we want, but His Spell Pierce was good there. Aether Geo does still swing for 3 and gives us some energy. So favorable wins. Doesn't do a whole lot. I mean, it's still a good card though. So let's fabrication module again here. We'll yield to that always and always. I mean, it's just a really good clock. If we can get this large enough, we don't have to worry about blinking it. And he scoops. That's game. He doesn't want to play against my fabrication module. Wow. All right. Yeah, Warkite Marauder. If you do get those chains, or sorry, you get the additional chainwhirler. If you get the additional counters on it, even though they make it into a 0/1, it still has counters on it, so it'd still be large. I think in the case of, there's a couple cases where it actually makes creatures larger. I think I forget what it is. This looks like a block deck. Really? Okay. Well, we won though, right? Isn't that a plus? Hey. I'm gonna have to move this and resize it every single time. Every time. Walking Ballista is the one that gets the bigger butt. Oh, that's right, because yeah, that's it. If he puts it on Walking Ballista, he gets a bigger butt. It actually makes it larger. Yeah. That's the one. I knew there was an interaction, a common interaction with it, so thank you. Says a lot about the power of that set. It does. I mean, it's a lot of energy cards. I mean, the whole theme of the deck is energy and using that energy to, get some extra interactions and stuff. So, nice to see you too, Jan. How you doing? What's up? Jan probably remembers this deck, or at least the older versions of the deck. Maybe we'll get to play with Watley this time, guys. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Yeah, block format. I got you. I didn't understand what you were talking about at first, but I've got you now. Block format, like you're playing all Kaladesh blocks. So the Module Tron deck? No, it's not Module Tron. We're not even running the 1-drop module. It's the Abzan Aether Geode Miner module combo deck. Man, that's a lot to say, isn't it? That's a lot. Oh no. Why? Stop. There we go. And then we get rid of this. Oh, why no a Johnny? No room for it. 24 lands. Johnny's a little expensive. Ooh, we got black mana. We got decoction modules. Got fatal push. These are really slow. Swamp would be nice. I'm going to keep. It's a risky hand, but I'm going to keep. And it's going to come in very slow. At least he didn't go like Land of War Elves. Hey! Alright, so I'm going to lead with the Isolated Chapel. This leaves us open to draw an Aether Hub next turn, which would be awesome. So, if we don't draw the Aether Hub, it's still going to get down the Glint Sleeve Siphoner and go from there. We can just play the Forest. But we've got to kind of play a black source, and since this Forest won't bring in this untap, that kind of meant this was my turn 1. At least that opens up turn 2 and 3 untapped. Lord Sir William. Alright. Since I don't have the Aether Hub, he's got white. I think I'm just going to go with Decoction Module here. It's going to cost me 2 damage, but it's going to allow me to get that Glint Sleeve out there with additional energy. So I am going to go that route. Next turn we can go glint sleeve, siphoner, and leave up fatal push. So if he does go to remove our glint sleeve with something, a fight or something like that, we can always fatal push in response or afterwards. Dusk Till Dawn Gaming. Really? Dusk Till Dawn was beating Saffron Olive? Or is that a really old video? Because I think I might have seen that. I know Dusk Till Dawn. I've watched a lot of his stuff. He's got his World of Warcraft player as his. Oh, this could get good. This could get good. All right, so we're gonna go. Hold on. How good is setup next turn? I mean, if we fabrication module this turn, next turn we bristling Hydra and counters out the wazoo on bristling Hydra. If we go glint sleeve siphoner this turn, I think it's fabrication module, and we just kind of got to set up so that when things happen, we are stronger later. Yeah, opponents on cats. Mono Black Devotion. Okay, so that was an older video. It was today. It was live. Okay. Yeah, Dusty does play. Dusk plays a lot of modern. So. Right, fabrication module into value train. That's the plan anyway. Opponent is probably cheesed right now. Ooh, look at the cub. That's a cub. It's an Adorn Pouncer. Okay, so I mean I can Sun Petal Grove into Hydra. Or I can glint sleeve siphoner. Fatal push. He has no energy, so I really don't want the cub to get started. I mean, this glint sleeve siphoner is going to enter the battlefield as a 4/3. So and the Hydra is going to enter and become quite huge himself. But I don't want to trade the Hydra for Long Tusk Cub or for Pride Sovereign either. I think it's glint sleeve and be willing to trade glint sleeve. Alright, so we'll always yield to that. Always yield. Always yield. Alright, so now we've got Fatal Push available. Which means glint sleeve gets to block something here. Which is not something you normally hear of with glint sleeve siphoner. Alright, so I'm going to use it to kill the cub. Or I'm going to attempt to block the cub here. I expect him to, pump this or something like that. Blossoming Defense, okay. I mean, we're going to take some damage, but we're going to get rid of the Pride Sovereign. So Pride Sovereign down, hopefully. You have another Blossoming Defense? No? Okay. Alright, so Now it's Hydra time. That's a mean Hydra. Too bad that Leon War Leader will be kicked by Glorybringer in the meantime. That's possible. It definitely could happen. Prowling Serpent. Okay, so we get Swamp. I'm going to go Decoction Module. And now we just swing. I mean, we get to just keep turning this sideways. He has to block. If he doesn't block, he didn't block. Okay, well, then we're just going to kill him now. So we're going to pay 2 to exile. It's going to re-enter the battlefield. We're going to get that same 2 energy back, right? And now that same 2 energy, we're going to use that to put an additional counter on fabrication module. And we're just going to kill him. I don't know if he knows this is infinite or not, but we're just going to kill him here. He should have blocked. Got him. Yeah. What do you think about that, right? Right? All right. So against cats, I think Aethersphere Harvester is going to be really good here against cats. I would say bring in the Crook, but I'm not going to bring in the Crook. Shalom might be handy, but I think I actually want this Demon of Dark Schemes. I really do. So what am I going to take out? I don't think he's got a lot of targeted removal, so out comes the Shapers, and we can. I think we can get away with one less Architect, and then kind of run it like that. There's an argument for bringing in the Hours here, but Authority, maybe. I mean, if he does make a bunch of cats, then Authority would be really nice. Them entering tapped would be nice. I don't think I want to actually cut anything though. Maybe if I cut a Watley and cut Die Young, we could bring in the 2 authorities. Like I could run it. We could run with that configuration, and that'd be fine. Does this need Constrictor? It looks so strong without it. Yes, it does need it because you need almost every piece in the deck to be truly synergistic. So no matter what you draw, you'll have a synergistic hand. So no, it doesn't 100% need it to do some of the interactions we're doing, like the modules and energy producing pieces and things like that. But this is a hand right here that has absolutely no energy. No modules whatsoever. The hand's not overwhelmingly great. If our Winding Constrictor dies, then we're just kind of out on this particular hand. I'm not a real fan of double Aether Hub, but I mean it could be okay. Maybe I could keep it, but I think I should mulligan this hand. And that one's not much better, which means I have to mulligan again. I got a message. Oh, that's horrible. It moves every single time. Okay, well, at least we've got lands and we've got, stuff. I'm going to put that on the bottom. And it moves it again. Sir William, I don't want to be rude, but it's complicated for me to talk to you. All right. Now we'll never see the fourth land. Maybe. We might. See, there it is. We'll just start with the Sun Petal Grove so that we can play the Blooming Marsh on 2, and then follow that up with a Winding Constrictor, followed up with a turn 3 Aether Hub for double energy. Hopefully. That's the plan anyway. We've already got the fourth mana, right? This is a really good blocker for the Long Tusk Cub, and I mean, if we trade Winding Constrictor for Long Tusk Cub, like, I'm kind of okay with that. Dorn Pouncer. Do we have to respect the Blossoming Defense here? Okay, so he doesn't have it. So he didn't even try to bluff it. Or he's trying to hold it up for this. This is pretty decent, and I'm actually going to take this interaction. I could put down a second Winding Constrictor and get the same effect, but later in the game, getting set up here is just better. So we'll get our double energy. I could have actually saved an extra energy. Yeah, there's a punt in my mana right there somewhere. If I would have played this, I would have got the double energy. Then I would have gotten the decoction module with a colorless and a white or green, and then left the black up to Fatal Push. So yeah, all right. We'll just pass here. I mean, we did mulligan down, so that's not great, but. Ixalan's Binding. That is not cool, ladies and gentlemen. Not cool at all. Oh, wow, he's actually going to do it on the decoction module. Okay, not what I expected. Still going to use my energy here to deal with this Long Tusk Cub. Sun Petal Grove will enter tapped, so might as well get this down. We'll attack at the cat. No blocks. What is this? This is a big cat. All right. That's a big kitty cat. Can't play the decoction module. I think we just have to pass here. Not exactly what we're hoping to do, but I mean, we're still not like just out of it. Still no swing by the opponent. Hey, look, another Constrictor. I think I attack here. Wow, he's just going to block with everything. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll leave it. Let's put the little double striker here in the back. So if we can't get everything, I think the math here is we've got a ton of counters, like 8 counters, something like that. So we'll assign like that. And then before blockers, we'll pay. And pay again. Kill everything. I mean, he gains a ton of life off of that, but we cleared the board there with our Hydra. Long Tusk up. I'm going to cycle this. Fabrication module. That's not bad, guys. That is not bad at all. At least with the fabrication module, if we can get that down and it sticks, then any energy producer after that will be just glorious. Okay, so he's coming big at us right here. What do we got? He's going big. Eternalize. There we go. He's got his Pouncer. We need Aether Hub off the top. That's what we need, guys. Just Aether Hub. That was not an Aether Hub. Alright, so fabrication module. Land. Go. Naturalize. Oh my goodness. Just holding all the artifact hate. Yeah, I think we're dead here, guys. I am going to stop the Long Tusk Hub. We'll take 10, which is ridiculous. Okay, this is not horrible. It's basically our decoction module. So this is a backup copy of decoction module, basically. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you get energy. He's going to go ahead and cast that out. I mean, we're back at 3 energy, but it's not going to do us a lot of good here. Yep, just kind of going down a bad path here with this Adorned Pouncer and Regal Caracal. Yeah, that's going to be game, guys. I mean, I could stall it out for a couple more turns, but let's just jump into the third game. Okay, so we might have to bring in the Shapers. He did have some removal there. We're going to bring those back in over the Authorities. And then Hour of Glory seems like it might be everything I want it to be. So we're going to go that route. I'm going to take out the one Aether Sphere. And then we're going to run it back like that. One of the best planes in your opinion? What? Yeah, it was scoop. Bummer. Alright, so we're on the play. Hopefully we'll get some lands that we can keep. This is okay. This is perfectly okay. I mean, Glint Sleeves become, you know, draw spells early here. He's going to go ahead and crack it. So we will play our or perfect glint sleeve opener. It could have been a little bit more perfect. Like this could have been a split land, but you know, I'll take it. Adorn Pouncer. Come on, fabrication module. No fabrication module. The extra white source is decent here, though. So I 100% believe that I just play another glint sleeve, get an additional energy, and then just keep swinging. This is kind of like the best part of the deck is the glint sleeve siphoners. So you know, just anything just makes those work better. Long Tusk Cub. Does he swing? Ooh, Sacred Cat. Fabrication module would be so good here. No swings. Yes, we will draw a card. Fatal Push. So I can go decocoction module and glint sleeve siphoner. Or I can go Aether Storm Rock, and then next turn decoction module glint sleeve siphoner. I can go glint sleeve fatal push whatever's left. I probably just fatal push this this pouncer here. And then I at least get in, like one glint sleeve's getting in anyway, so maybe we do that. He has no energy, so I mean, yeah, let's do that. Let's just sacrifice a glint sleeve. We will get rid of the Adorn Pouncer. Go to combat and just swing with both. I mean, if he blocks, he loses his Long Tusk Cub here. And then we still have... yep, that's exactly how we want to do it. And we still have the 2 energy. And then next turn we're going to have 2 energy when we play any of our creatures. So I think it's definitely time to start getting the rocks down. So additional draw is going to be good here. That moment you wish you could spray the Pouncer. Right. Oh, man. Ooh. Okay. Well, we get Aether Hub. We get... I think we Blooming Marsh this turn. Just play the rock. We'll always yield to the rock. And swing with glint sleeve, which he can't block, so I mean, if he gets land, he gets to go Adorn Pouncer. Rock's second ability here, whenever Aether Storm Rock attacks, you may pay 2 energy. If you do, put 1/1 counter on it and tap up to 1 target creature defending player controls. So it kind of like taps their board down. We're definitely going to draw some more cards because that's cool. Alright, how much more energy do we need? All the energy, right? We always need the energy, all of the energy. So let's just go ahead and play our Hydra here, or actually play another rock. I'm going to play another rock. And this will net us 4 energy. Like, this is pretty good. So we're at 5 energy now. We can swing with our rock. Choose up to 1 target creature defending player controls. And we're going to tap down this thing. Sure. And we're going to say yes. We want to put that 1/1 counter on. Swing for 4. So he brings back his Adorn Pouncer here. That's slightly problematic. Fatal Push will help deal with it. Oh, wow. Another Caracal. It's going to be problematic. Like, this deck goes wide. This is going to be a hard fight. One, two, three, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'd be at 3. Yeah, we're dead. We're so dead. I need fabrication module off the top. Please. Fabrication module. That is not a fabrication module. So the hope was fabrication module, play Aether Hub, get an energy, make some stuff really big, play a creature, or play the glint sleeve, get some more triggers, so on and so forth, and we are probably not going to get there. But each one of these, this would have been 5 counters per fabrication module. So, yeah. And then, of course, you know, a 6th counter. Not going to work for us, though. Unfortunately. It was a good game. It was a good game. Yeah, I need 1 or 2 fumigates in the sideboard. You may be right. That may be exactly what the deck's needing. Although, I'm not expecting to run up against cats a lot. But then again, I guess people aren't really expecting to run up against me a lot either, though. So, do I smell what the rock is cooking? Says Rocker. We can't keep this hand. This hand is butt. Let's get rid of that. Mulligan. Slightly better. I am going to keep it. We might get to play with Watley. That'd be awesome. We haven't really got to play with Watley much. Ooh, yes. Let's put that on top. Oh man, we're against the same guy again. I may just scoop to him. I don't want to play him again. That's not fun. That's not fun at all. I mean, I do get to go decoction module, fabrication module, and then like turn 4 play any of my creatures and just kind of go ham from there. We do need to get some land. Really don't want to play against this guy. I feel that I'm being stream sniped. But I mean, there's a good chance that he just queued right back up. Well, Mr. Sunpetal Grove. We do need a creature we can cast or a black source. That's definitely going to be necessary. Like, he's got this main board. I mean, I've got Shaper's main board, so I guess maybe. I mean, he does probably have a ton of creatures. All right. Well, I mean, we've got our Hydra here, which is always nice. This can, you know, put the brakes on our opponent at least. That's not bad. Isolated Chapel here is actually really good. So we'll just go Shaper Sanctuary. Glint Sleeve. Now, if he's got a cast out, I assume he's going to use it here. Nope. So, I think I want to make sure that Glint Sleeve can block some things. So I'm going to get Glint Sleeve's power and toughness up a little bit. He's got 2 cards, and starting next turn, I'm going to start turning things sideways. And we're going to start trying to draw some cards from this Glint Sleeve Siphoner, so depending on what he plays, of course. Another Long Tusk Cub. And he's got the extra mana to pay it. For boost and lifelink. What? Oh, Glorybound Initiate, right? Yeah, Glorybound's actually a really good card. If it had some way to like produce energy or something, I would really like that in here. But like I want to play that with something like Radiant Destiny or something like that. But it's one of the better cards that people aren't playing. Uh-oh, someone is fighting sleep. He's fighting with his mom right now. Resolution drop? Might have just been you, Steven. Check your resolution. Did you just like go off of Wi-Fi, reconnect to Wi-Fi? Are you watching off of cell phone towers? If holy stream quality, Batman. What? I'm still showing crystal clear here. Maybe not. Let me check. We're still at 3K. Although it's having a problem loading. Just not Steve. It's happening here too. Oh no. No. I'm going to spend this energy. Oh wow. Alright. So we Aether Hub, produce some energy. Decoction module. I'm going to Watley. I'm going to Aether Geode Miner. We'll make Glint Sleeve Siphoner pretty large. Watley's going to put some counters on. He's going to scoop it up. We're just going to go from there. Did everything clear up? Are we cleared up? And he scooped it up. He didn't want to play against this deck again. Sweet. So, all right. Looks like we are having some stream issues. We did play against 3 games there. I mean, it's a little bit bad, but we are having some stream issues. Luckily, we kind of got through that. 2-1 he just scooped up there, of course. I'm going to go ahead and take the stream down, see if I can figure out what's going on. I've got some recordings I want to do later tonight, so you guys should be seeing some like videos get posted for me by morning. So expect those to come out like at some point tonight. I'm going to get them recorded and then just set them to upload, and as they finish, they'll start just going live. So you know, don't message my Facebook if like something goes live at 3 o'clock in the morning. I am asleep. It's just when everything got finished. Anyway, yeah. That's the Jank deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It seems like it might not be in a horrible position. Glint Sleeve into fabrication module. What more to like? Like what more do you need? Like that's enough. You want a reason to or a way to get your Glint Sleeves past Goblin Chainwhirler? just play fabrication module before they can play their chainwhirler and swing. But yeah, that's plug MTG foil candy. What is that? I'll have to check them out. Will they pay me to plug them? Huh? Can we get money off of that? Right? Because the stream needs a new computer. This thing is slow. All right. So if we can do that, you know. What about Patreon stuff this week? That is exactly what I'm going to be recording here shortly. Is some Patreon stuff. I'm probably even going to have a complete Patreon game live like we used to, run 3 or 4 decks, talk about them. It's probably going to be a long stream, so I need to get like all these quirks and everything taken care of so that we can take care of that. So, what's up, James, Jareth? Yeah, oh man, I didn't do shout outs, man. A lot of stuff. I hope you guys like the deck, though. The deck was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys have fun with it. Like, if you want to play something that is just really, really janky, you probably have these cards laying around. Not really like janky in a bad sense, but janky in the sense that you can have some fun destroying some of the top tier decks and do it in some crazy ways. You do need to be able to see a lot of interactions in order to make this deck work. And don't forget about the secondary interactions on the fabrication module. Pay 4, tap it, get an energy, which will trigger it so that you get a +1/1 counter. On decoction module, you can pay 4 and return target creature you control to its owner's hand. So pay 4, protect your dude. It's one of the reasons we don't necessarily need blossoming defense. We can protect our dudes late game if we need to play around that. So with a little bit of patience, you could actually play this like a more traditional combo deck and stuff like that. But overall, I think it's a really cool deck. I hope you guys have fun. If you decide to toy around with it, if you have manatraders or something, just click the link below, pull it up, and rent it, give it a try, and see what it's like. See what you think about it, and I hope you enjoy. My name's Eric. You've been watching SideboardMTG. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, bell for notifications to know when I'm going live. If you want to help support the channel, you can do that on Patreon. The link is in the description box below. Take care, guys.